Okay, we should be fully live now.
Okay. Okay, I can hear you, Will. You're fine.
Am I audible?
Okay, probably turn me down a little bit.
Should I take it as a no, or...
We're checking everyone, Necro.
Yeah.
Necro is fine. Although, if we're doing that, you might want to turn yourself up some, Will.
I cannot turn myself up any higher than I already am.
Ugh.
I need a new mic.
But you know, that's fair.
Wait, why don't you be fine for Discord, but not through the thing?
Yeah, it's weird.
Different audio mixers. Yep. Or encoders. Is it mixer or encoder?
Let's see. Agamida, can you speak up?
Hello. My name is Gamida.
Okay, Agamida, you're good. We've
Great.
got... Let's see. And now Elvisa, can you speak up?
Hello!
Okay, ow.
I assume that means turn it
Lower
down.
down a little bit. Yep, a little bit down.
I kind of figured the problem of mine was I just had to move my mic closer, so I just moved my mic closer.
Yeah. Although I think the amount that you raised her audio is... Woohoo.
Is it better now?
Let's see. Eliza?
Hello!
Oh. Oh dear. Okay, probably stay back from your mic a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Alan next. Might as well check everyone while we're here. So, Alan, can you say hi, please?
Good day, words and things and stuff.
Sounds just like they're on Discord.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Is that good?
Yes, it's good.
We're checking if
Like mirror match.
Good to hear. Good to hear that he's sounding all right.
How does Hum
sound? Same as Hum.
Hey, it's that improved mic, man.
Yeah. I just realised. Hold on. How does my golden voice pick up on it? Does it go always going well, or do we need to adjust?
It's coming through pretty clearly.
Fantastic.
Vixen?
Hello, everyone. Good day, good morning, good evening, and afternoon.
Mirror match of Discord.
Right. Anyone else? Did we check Hum? Yes, we did.
Yeah, we checked Hum, we checked Gamida, we checked you. Can't do much there, but we can figure it out later or try and get you a new mic. We did Alan. Alan's good. Yeah. Hum's good.
Alan, you need to get into the Roll20.
Moira's good. Necro's good. Eliza, we had to tweak a bit, but is ultimately good now.
And Alan needs to get into the Roll20.
Ooh, that's a fancy texture. I swear I've seen it somewhere.
Seen what before?
Right above the mountain, right under the mountain.
Oh, you mean the gold texture?
Ooh, gold. It reminds me of, was it Nine Souls? Similar design.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. A little bit, yeah, I can see that.
It's basically when you get to the central pillar of the city, It's basically a roadway that's got gold in the cracks.
Ooh, that kind of stuff.
So use lightning. Gotcha.
That's filling in the gold that's filling in the cracks of stone. Chances are it's grounded.
It's based on a practice in Japan where if they had something that was stone that broke, they would repair it with gold.
Or
Yep. Exactly.
or ceramic.
Exactly
or
what it
something
reminded
like
me
that.
of.
Yeah, exactly same.
Except they did it here to the road in the central pillar area.
It's true.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Because
Nice.
the idea for that came to me because the main leader of the city is
Bless
basically kind of Japanese Yakuza.
That's true.
Is his name?
Oh,
Sunday.
sorry. Ugh.
Also, when you said gold-lined streets, my mind immediately went to the Yellow Brick Road.
Probably.
No, we won't get to a place that's inspired by Oz for a long time.
Should I ask whose
I mean, that
arc
doesn't
is
exist
that?
in this world.
Should I ask whose arc that is?
That definitely doesn't exist in this world.
Alight are making something based off us? Never.
Yeah, apparently they're making a sequel to their Wicked thing.
Well,
Yeah.
part 2. They're
Well.
making part 2.
By the way, the Wicked musical was so good when I saw it in theaters, the first half. I can't wait for the second half.
From what I heard, it's really gay.
Oh yeah.
I heard it's really gay.
A musical really gay? I don't believe it.
I know, it's shocking, right?
I don't know. 6 was really good. Not very gay, but a lot of girl power though.
Hey,
I mean,
Wait,
at least
which
it
was?
isn't cats.
I know the Beetlejuice musical is happening again, mostly because a YouTuber said they're gonna have to fist fight Alec. They can't go and see it because if they do, they'll have to fist fight Alex Whiteman.
Shall we
Yeah.
start because it's 9:00?
Yeah.
We should.
Anyway,
I would like to say, I would like to say, I don't know if I would call the cats gay because I don't know if anyone can comprehend its sexuality.
Cats is shit, and unfortunately, it's not because the show itself is shit. It's because it unfortunately indirectly gave James Corden a fucking job, and he can
That's
go
fair.
fuck himself.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a reason
Okay.
he is, and I'm saying this with some fucking gusto. I mean this. He is the worst celebrity on the fucking planet right now.
Simon Cowell.
No, because hear me out. He does have some talent. Simon
Does he
Cowell
though?
has some talent.
Does he though?
Yeah, because
Who the heck is
because-
Simon Cowell?
No. Okay, no, wait. No, I changed my answer. Kardashians. They're famous for being famous. That's it.
Yes, but they're good at
Mm.
that.
What's in the way of us starting?
Are you
I'm renting.
Us.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so let's stop. Let's stop.
All our all our collective ADHD is what's keeping us from starting.
Yes.
I'm missing the H in that. I don't have hyperactivity.
So, anyways, let us start by introducing ourselves, like always.
Yes. I play Agamira, the lizard barbarian. Player name is Nicole.
I am Alexa. I play Sidon, the kobold artificer. Nothing bad will happen.
No descends for.
Why would I defenestrate someone? I can't even defenestrate myself.
Hi, I'm Lil. I play Demeter. But Alan, you'll go.
It is my turn to speak of the words?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I am Alan. I play the currently depressed crazy person, Sachi, and my class is Summoner. I am currently testing that.
Depressed and crazy sounds like two contradictory things.
No, Mania is a Mania is a big part of Madness. Have you never played? Have you never fisted the Shivering Isles?
No.
You know, I'm going to drop that. I'm going to drop what I was about to say. I'm home. I play Dorian, and I'm not going to react to what was just said about mental illness and video game. Yeah, let's move on.
We're already 30 minutes late.
We are not authorities on mental illness. Please do not take
Yeah.
anything we take too.
Yes, please do not listen to us. We are morons and theater majors on the internet.
To be fair,
Exactly.
if any of you who are watching do actually need help with mental health, I don't know, if you can somehow contact me. I am a trained mental health first aider. I can point you in some right directions if you're in the UK.
Yes, but the most important thing is if you feel that you need help, reach out for help in whatever way makes sense for you, wherever you are.
Yes, I am definitely not.
Yes. Anyways, hello everyone. My name is Moira, and I play Vixen, the Fox theme shifter, Wave the Astral Self monk, and I am not a bard anymore.
Anymore.
Wait, you were a bard once?
They're giving your backstory that you said last time. Yeah, it makes sense.
Necro.
Bro?
Yeah.
Introduction.
What?
Introduction.
Yeah, I was about to do. I'm Necromojo. I play Colton Dolores, the party's depressed dad rogue.
To be fair, the amount of depressed people in this group is rising all the time.
Hey, I was actively trying not to let my character get depressed.
Actually, would you call Colton depressed or
really
trauma?
low to screw up her personality, and I
Okay.
did.
But okay, I don't thought though. Would you call Colton more depressed or traumatized?
Yes.
Poco de las dos.
Kind of both.
The me is not depressed. Right now, just disappointed in such.
And I'm Eliza, your guide and DM in the world of Aeraus. And now let's have the recap. I think the person who should recap this time should be Dixon.
Yes, I was going to volunteer. So, last session, when the party was, we were on our way to Azradad to begin taking care of Vixen's business. The plates that that are stands in for the skies in the world of Aeraus aligned in such a way to create a full moon, which meant that Dorian, for the first time, after being afflicted with the curse of lycanthropy, was going to transform into a were honey badger. Likely not wanting to harm anyone, he escaped the carriage, ran off into the woods, with Vixen and Colton giving chase, being confronted with a feral, transformed, uh, were honey badger Dorian, trying to restrain him, but encountering something else, something unknown, something very alien, which we would later learn is called um, the
Forgotten
man of nothing, the forgotten man. Yes, um, from which Dorian, Colton, and Vixen all fled. Met back up with the rest of the group, who had thank thanks to Demeter's rather thanks to Demeter's lack of understanding of how money work, Rent had gotten the entire party the penthouse suite for their stay for a week for their stay in Asphodod. When Colton, Dorian, and Vixen met up with the rest of the group, the tired, disheveled, exhausted trio began relaxing until Dorian asked, "What are we doing here again?" At which point Vixen finally, after studiously avoiding uh, talking a lot about her past, just poured everything about her past onto the floor. Just kind of letting it all out while not turning into a mess herself. That is until Sachi, in a moment of empathy and trying to ease the clearly suffering Vixen, was using prestidigitation to recreate the smells of Vixen's home that she can never go back to after the coup, after the Emprix had died. And that one thing sent her over the edge and reduced her to a crumpled, crying mass on the floor. And after that, Sachi jumped out of the window because she panicked because she had harmed someone or perceived herself as harming someone that she cares about. Demeter gave chase because, trying to stop Sachi from hurting herself or other people. Excuse me. And after getting Sachi back into the inn and a good night's sleep and a chat later, here we are.
Oh, there's one thing you left out. When the day ended last time.
Right. Yes, I almost forgot that. That morning after we'd had a little team huddle, an old friend from Vixen's past came up to the room to bring everyone tea and informed her that two people from her past, from the other side, the circus that she was a part of as a child, were in Asfredad.
Yep.
And the informant was a bear named what? Bear?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
The goddamn pun.
But it's glorious.
We will never escape our punishment.
Pun entirely intended.
God damn it! But for now, we need sleep, and this bear has exposition.
Yes.
And also, apparently, there's a clown.
Yeah, one of the two people that was here recently was a clown, and the other was the one named Ashel.
Are they like one of those funny clowns in an actual circus, or are we talking like those weird, demented creatures that were made by bastardizing clowns?
Baratos is a very, very heavily trained circus clown.
Okay, so the good type of clown. Good. Not those weird clown things from that one story.
No. Baratos is like a very high trained circus clown, as well as a trained actor.
No one got
So
that reference.
Piero?
Okay, good.
Yep, Piero. They are Piero.
Okay, no one got the reference that I just made. Good, got it. Good. I was making a reference to it was. I forget the name of it. It's a weird, stupid game. But anyway, let's keep going.
So when
Also, Sachi's now
oh god,
Sachi's also depositing a muffin and a pie for Demeter as an apology every day for like a week.
And you're banned.
I don't think that's good for the digestion.
And you're banned from Demeter's cupcakes for a week.
So you'll notice when Bear said like the two names, like I forget the clown's name. What was the clown's name again? I missed it.
Veratus.
Veratus. When he said Veratus, she kind of like acknowledged it, but when he says Ashel, Vixen like freezes. Her eyes meet. Her eyes locking with Bear's, and the cup of tea that she was beginning to sip that Bear had brought, she puts down on the table. Bear, you said Ashel is here
Yeah,
in Asphodot.
yeah, Ashel was here.
You're sure?
Very sure.
Is this good or a bad thing?
Ashel is my older sister.
Okay, so good. Maybe. Well, I don't know. I don't have the best recollection of what a good sibling relationship is supposed to be like.
So, Bear, I didn't even think to ask. I mean, last night I wasn't in the best frame of mind, but are you still going by Bartholomew all these years later?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I mean, a lot. We've both changed a lot since then. I didn't know. I don't remember you being able to talk back then. So
Oh yeah. About that. When everything went down, Ashel was the one who saved me, and took me with her for a while, and got a wizard to give me the ability to talk.
And have independent philosophical thought.
Yeah. It was weird at first.
I imagine so. Just science just trying to think, like, is that good? Is that bad? Is that torture? Putting that kind of mental not acknowledgement of existence on something that only that never had before? Is that good or a bad thing? I think I'm too tired for this.
Vixen just kind of like her she just, it seems like her mind kind of just wanders for a sec. Like she seems distracted, but then snaps back and just asks, "So, Bear, I didn't when I got a letter saying that someone from the other side was here, it wasn't. I don't remember a signature on it. Are you the person that contacted me?"
Well, yes and no. I was the one who learned that you were in Cardilas, and I told Ashel, and Ashel's the one who wrote the letter.
I mean, makes sense. I imagine Bear Paws.
She wanted the two of us to get reconnected. She said
Okay,
she'd be able to meet you sometime later.
later today.
Well, judging by where she left to, probably not today.
Where'd she go to? That doesn't sound good.
Bear, is everything all right?
Your sister may have taken up a job in order to keep herself alive.
With who?
She's now a general agent.
When Bear says General, she just doesn't. she doesn't move her body. She just shifts her. She just looks at Sachi. Doesn't say anything. Just looks at her.
Huh.
Give me a sec after all the dice.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like instigate anything. It's just this is a lot for Vixen. This is a lot for her.
Sachi notices
You're getting ready to grapple.
and just quietly asks, "What was her name again?"
Ashel.
Would that be the full name, or is
That's
there like a
the-
family name as well?
That is the only name that you would have.
Okay.
And Vixen answers very confidently.
And
That's the
she
only
goes
name that
quiet
anyone
as
else
she
has.
tries to access the network. What should I roll for that, Liz?
A.
It's not exactly easy to access a single entity within the sea of people.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no. First roll of the night, how is it gonna go?
Give me a sec, my thing's having a little bit of trouble.
God damn it, I can't hold my breath all day.
It's amazing.
I also forgot that it's technically nighttime, isn't it?
Also, I want you to roll a history check as well.
Ooh, that's a 9 for the wisdom save.
So you're not able to pick up on. You're not able to connect to Ashel in the.
So cannot connect directly, but I might get some information.
What the first bit of information you remember is a letter that you had gotten when you quit your job in Cardiolas as the at the general office is there. The one being the one that told you to keep an eye on certain people, where it said that one of our agents, Ashel, has asked that you keep an eye on Vixen.
Oh. Oh, wait.
I gotta roll again!
No, no!
Or don't.
Please, do I have the spell? Do I have the spell at all? Do I have it prepared? Let's see.
18! I'm not going crazy yet!
Oh, thank God, because I apparently don't have Hold Person. Why the fuck do I not have
Yes.
that? Hold Person is a second level spell!
Yeah.
So does Sachi share that?
Sachi
Like,
sort of motions for you to come close. Because this, as far as she's concerned, is part of Jin role. So can't show it to everyone, but can show it to you. As a related party.
Vixen will kind of like squint, but kind of understand that. Okay.
I mean, they technically never said not to say this to anyone but her. They never said they couldn't share it with her.
It doesn't say anything about not sharing it, but at the same time, since this is essentially orders from the head office, and we are essentially spies, we have a unwritten rule that you don't share information unless it's to a related party.
It's KGB rules. If it could be, if it could look like a possible leak, don't do it.
Yeah. So
Don't think that's KGB. I think that's everyone.
Are you showing
Vixen
the
Just
full
saying.
note or just the part that mentions Vixen?
I'll show her the portion related to her sister. Any other orders I have are not supposed to be revealed to others. So I'll basically show her the documents related to look after Vixen from Ashel.
Yep.
And anything
means
else
that-
that Ashel requested of me.
Yes.
So
I'm going to read the note. Let me pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
If I can remember it with my phone. One second,
Crap, I can't
lost
find
my
the note
phone.
myself. Give me a sec. I think it's lost in the sea of my documents again.
To be fair, I only gave you a small portion of the note because I was going to give you the larger portion later. I have the full portion on my phone if I can find my damn phone. On my phone.
Excellent.
That's like,
I was sitting on it.
As usual. Curse you, back pockets.
In addition to the other targets we have asked you to keep an eye on, one of our agents, Ashel, has requested that you keep an eye on Vixen, a person that you have mentioned that in your previous second.
correspondence?
Yes, I was trying to learn how to pronounce the word correspondence. Sorry. In your previous correspondence, has heavily helped you in the city of Cartilas. She is a high priority target amongst these ones that we have asked you to watch, especially since not only does she have connections to the Kyoto Empire, and possibly has connections that we could utilize in that situation, but also is connected to one of our most recent agents who has already climbed the ranks pretty high due to the amount of tasks that she has completed for us in record time. You are to make sure that these targets that we have mentioned, including this one, do not come to harm and are kept safe until further notice. Whatever you do, do not cause any of them to get seriously injured or to lose the things that have interest in us with them. Also, in addition to this, Ashla said that you must take care to protect Vixen because Vixen is probably a lot weaker than she is and will probably require a lot more caretaking because she is prone to emotional outbursts.
Wow, that is. Wow.
Oh, sisterly love.
Sisterly
My
love, you
sister
said.
hasn't seen you in like a long time and remembered when you were a child.
Oh boy. So this is a
Now you
lot
know
for
why
Vixen to
she's
take in.
freaking out so much when she hurt Vixen.
So Vixen is just sitting there. So did you read this to Vixen, or did you just give this to Vixen for her to read?
I gave it to her so that she could read what your sister said. Basically, what her orders are pertaining to you.
Okay.
But she
So
didn't like give you the paper. She basically showed you the papers.
There's one last part of it. This
Okay.
agent has also said that she will meet up with you once you reach the Cryala coast. For that is near where her current mission is, on the Isle of the Demon.
I'm sorry, I owe the what now?
The Isle of the Demon. I'll show you.
Okay, I've forgotten what that is. You told me about this a while back. I have completely forgotten what that is.
This is the Isle of the Demon, people.
The demon people.
No, I'm just saying it's the Isle of the Demon, comma, people.
The people being us.
Yes.
And where is it again?
Right here.
Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
Right in the middle of the Abas Sea. Which is the sea where the primordial of the eyes lives.
Where we're dropping off Larry.
Yes.
Isn't that also referred to as the Shard Sea, or was that something else?
Shard Sea is down here.
Okay.
And our target there is the Isle of Kuroi.
Kuroi, yes.
Was the dragon's name that we're hunting down Kuroi?
Yes.
I remember Sigve saying he named an island after himself. God damn it, Christ!
Yes, but the island that Seagway, yeah, that's the island that Seagway said it was named after the dragon that lives there.
Right. So,
Word again.
is there any more to the letter?
Let me look through it. Yes, page 2. And if you ever show this letter to Vixen, let her know that I miss her. But I cannot come to see her just yet because I do not want to harm her. I'm sorry, but you will know in time when we meet up. But I want you to find the others as well. So I'm going to lead you breadcrumbs to find them. I'm sorry that I cannot be there for you right now, but know that I am there for you, even if I'm not there with you.
So is everything okay, Vixen?
I mean, I don't know what. It's a lot to take in.
Vixen now knows why Sachi was assigned as your dedicated bureaucrat.
So much more information, and so few of my questions answered. I
Apologies for not being of more use in this situation.
No, you were, I guess, following your orders, and you were doing what you thought was right, and I'm not. And then Vixen puts her hand on Sachi's hand to reassure her. I'm not angry with you. I don't blame you. You were doing your best, and that's really all any of us can do. I'm just, I guess I was hoping that, I guess when you told me that the Ashel was here, Bear, I thought that she was still in town, and even if it wasn't everyone, that if even if it was just someone, whether it was one of my siblings or my mother or my father, just I I just wanted to see any of them.
If I know Ashel, she'll be there when you need her.
I mean,
Yeah.
you still bear. Doesn't that counts, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We'll,
I'm just,
we'll find them all in time. Don't worry.
yeah, but but she is wrong. I'm not the same defenseless child that she remembers. I am not the same vulnerable, weak little girl that that our mother shoved into someone's arms and sent me away into the Everly Forest. You know, I'll show her. I'll show her.
Sachi will place her other hand on top of yours. Yes, when we meet her again, you can show her just how much you've matured and grown, and I'm sure she'll be truly proud to witness it.
And just like Vixen's eyes are like tearing up, but she's like trying to like fight the tears back. Just wipes her face, looks at Bear, takes a deep breath. Well, until then, um, you said this is your inn. Is that right?
I needed something to do after I wasn't able to travel with her anymore.
Do you, by any chance, have any space open in the tavern area where you might need someone to perform for the evening?
Of course.
And you keep saying you're not a bard.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to maybe borrow the stage for when there's time. Of course, I don't want to impose too much. I feel like I could use some practice, and it'll be nice to play for an audience again.
Sachi's a little bit too out of sorts to offer to help and sing alongside you.
Your family is like family to me. My stage is always open to you.
Thank you.
If there's anything else, I really need sleep. The last 2 days have been a lot.
I thought it was early in the morning because we were having tea/breakfast right now.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, what happened during the night since I finished? I think fixing.
Well, do you try to test to see if you can still feel each other's pain?
I poke your side.
You feel the meter poking your side.
I'd like to try poking their calf, since I'm pretty sure I can't reach anywhere higher.
Sure.
Well, you can, because Amelia's not super tall. She's a pretty small girl.
Hold on, let's see. I am 1'10".
Fair enough. I'm like 4'7", I think.
I am under half your height.
Your claw pokes Demeter's leg, and Demeter, you feel the claw.
Hey.
You know, we could have probably just looked at each other's foreheads.
Yeah, but this is more fun, poke.
I can feel that now. By the way, is the mark on Demeter's head gone?
It's faded.
But it's still somewhat there.
Yes. Very faded, though.
Let's see. Since this morning I probably would have switched up spells. What do I get if I cast Detect Magic on the amulet? You know, aside from a point of energy in my backup.
You get the sense of, well, it's back to being magical somehow. AKA the magic recharged itself after you fixed it.
That's good.
And it's giving off both divination and enchantment magic.
Ooh. Okay, good news. The amulet has been fixed. The mark on your forehead is still there, but definitely not as pronounced. What about mine, Demeter?
I look at it.
The mark is still there, but nowhere near as pronounced. It's very faded.
Same.
Okay, then. I'm curious if this will just work for you and me, or if it'll work for everyone, or anyone I try and attune with.
But this is just to make sure, this is telepathic communication, yes?
No, we're just talking.
Yeah. No, I mean the connection thing, telepathic communication.
Yeah, more like linking their souls.
Basically,
Do not go into Colton! Whatever the fuck you do, do not! Do not!
You think Saiyans stupid? No, they're gonna give it to Sachi.
That might be worse.
They're going to link themselves.
This will be
to Sachi.
interesting.
Sachi, since this is finished, I wanted to try something and possibly help with your condition.
She kind of cocks her head to the side as she's not aware of her own condition, but she nods as though like accepting your "I need help" request.
Yeah, the mental linking thing that special to Jinral natives. If you do not want help, I'm perfectly okay with that. But I just want to make sure you're safe and happy and understanding that we still care about.
Sort of nods along, like she's willing to acquiesce.
Okay, let's see how this works, and please don't backfire. As they grab the amulet and reach out and hold on to Sashi's hand.
This is going to be fun. What happens next?
Okay.
You
Sidon,
weren't expecting this, were you?
I need you both to. Sidon,
I kind of was eventually. I just didn't think it'd be this soon.
I need both of you to make wisdom saves.
Oh,
Is this
boy.
considered a charm?
No.
Is this considered... Okay. So not a charming effect, so my fairness does not help.
Yes.
And I don't get any help from this whatsoever. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 13. Oh no. That's a 3 at the other end.
Okay, I'm gonna want to leave this up to Alan. Alan, describe what Sidon sees inside of Sachi's head.
Do you really want me to?
Yes.
Pulling another Psychonauts shit! Great, I'm pulling Psychonauts again, like in the first campaign on Monday.
You see sheer absolute stillness at first.
This ain't so... Oh my god!
Then you realize that like the planescape that you're witnessing is entirely made up of like not quite like how to phrase this. Have you ever seen what happens to a car window when it gets shattered?
Yes.
If it was laminated?
Yes.
Oh.
That. Except each of the little bits that you see is like a different TV screen displaying something else.
Oh, this person be fucked up.
So basically,
some of them are like nightmare scenes from like someone witnessing a war, or like just a normal nightmare that person had. Some of them are like romantic scenes from when someone was hanging out with their girlfriend, or the wedding night. Some of them are scenes of just a normal day-to-day thing. And then you see one that's slightly glowing.
I try and hop my way across to it using the shards as stepping stones, like I'm on a giant pond.
By the time you reach the fractured screen, for lack of a better term, you do see a young, I suppose cat person is the best way to describe it, in a very much Japanese-inspired home, basically lecturing Sachi to put clothes on.
Oh, I get this.
You have found Sachi's personality.
And it's completely shattered.
Well, no, it's just this is her existence within the sea of other existences. It would be a lot easier if she wasn't suffering from her ailments. It'd be like being in a security room with all of the other TVs being organized. But because of her fractured state, it all just meshed together as like one giant spider web or like a stained glass window.
Oh, great.
But you did indeed manage to find Sachi's like little square, like what Sachi really is.
Would I eventually be able to see what they saw during, yesterday's events?
She blatantly showed Wait, were you there when she showed everyone what she witnessed through major image?
Simon wants to make sure that wasn't a exaggeration.
Okay. You'd probably have to delve a little bit into it. But if you can peer properly into her thing, like the glowing segment, you will be able to view what she witnessed yesterday through her perception. It won't be what actually existed in the world, but you'll be able to see her perception of what she saw yesterday.
Yeah, that's what they want to make sure is there. And not just like an exaggeration of what they say they saw.
So, Liz, what would Sidon have to do to peer into yesterday specifically? Instead of just the jumbled memories of Sachi.
Sidon, you would have to make an intelligence check.
Okay. Come on. Just trying to help.
Because then I can reveal what the difference between what she showed you and what was real to her is.
You have to make it against Sachi's spell save DC.
I will say that Sachi is willing to show. So would that still factor in?
Okay, with that, if you're willing to show that they would have it they'd make it a check an advantage.
Okay. I also need to check my spell save then.
Let's see. That's a natural 20. I don't think that matters now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just trying to help. Let's see. Every point has a story. Let's see what your point was. Point where it'll connect.
And as you peer into Sachi's eyes through yesterday, you see what Sachi showed you all with the major illusion. How terrifying!
But worse.
Yes.
She wasn't quite capable of showing exactly how terrifying it was through just the spell.
Hi.
Now that you're literally seeing exactly what she saw, every single thing is a terrifying nightmare abomination, especially each of the people that she was interacting with in the party. About the only one that looks kind of normal is Colton, who actually just looks like a normal person. but because she's not used to seeing him as a normal person, it just freaked her out even more.
How's this look on the outside?
Like, both of you are glowing. Meanwhile, this is what Sidon is seeing. Sachi, I'm going to describe what Sachi sees on the other side.
Oh.
Because before we get to what's seeing inside us, Sidon's mind, we have to get through what lies between.
Oh no. Have I made her a target for the gods again for now? Oh god.
Sachi, as your mind heads into Sidon's mind as part of your soul's linking, you see Sidon themselves myriadly multiplying, as if through thousands of mirrors reflecting Sidon over and over again. Past, present, future, Sidons that look completely different.
Just sort of cocks her head to the side, like, this seems normal.
Yeah.
For the only one that sees this and says, another God damn it, I need to pull up the calendar that you gave us. Basically, another Tuesday.
You've seen what her brain looks like on a good day.
Yeah.
So her seeing like mirror images of everything, it's just like, oh hey, this is a good day.
All those Sidons eventually collapse back into each other, into a Sidon whose form is not realized.
Just a warlord mass, I'm assuming.
Yes.
As she sees this, it's just like, I wish I could ask Curiel about this. This seems really interesting.
And then we're seeing one of Sidon's memories.
Ooh.
You see... Yes, I'm going to say let Sidon... I'm going to let Alexa take over, describing what memory that you're thinking of, there's on your mind that you're thinking of, that Sachi would see.
In the background, you eventually focus in and see Sidon as they were before their coloration changed. Basically, coal-colored scales, bright blue highlights in the webbing and the eyes. But instead, staying perfectly still as a larger version of them, wearing extravagant dresses, seemingly patched from different pieces of cloth that have been found around the place, is currently putting Sidon in different dresses and different wigs and all of that. Simply playing dress up with them, using Sidon as the doll. While in the background you hear yelling of different voices. Some angry, some just tired, telling everyone else to shut up.
How does Sidon...
Meanwhile, the one dressing them up is currently just humming to themselves. And occasionally asking, okay, is this tight? Okay, is this supposed... How you feel? Does this feel anything?
How does Sidon appear during this? Like, is Sidon just like, I am so done with this? Or is it like, hey, this is fun. What else can we wear? Like, how's Sidon reacting to this?
It seems more that they're just, like, happy to be around a sibling that is actually, interacting with them. And is honestly happy that they're being able to help them at all. Although occasionally the voices in the background, seemingly from another room, currently just sometimes just blast in to their head a little bit before the humming replaces it all.
Fair enough. Sachi's gonna try to make a note of the tall one.
They're a bit more different. Some of the blue coloration has spread in sort of like freckles across the snout. Bright and cheery, and sort of like garnet colored eyes. And a lot of makeup. I will say this, a lot of makeup. Probably homemade as well.
Yeah, Sachi's gonna try and make a note of this because this person seems to make Sidon happy, so this is a person of note for the future in Sachi's eyes.
Fair enough. And it's mostly that, occasionally changing from different dresses and wigs and even different makeups and different layers and all of that. That's basically most of the memory before it fades away.
Before it fades away, Sachi's gonna try to approach the area
If one cartoon
where the other noises are coming from and phase through the wall, knowing full well that this doesn't seem to be reality. It seems off to her.
As you do, you hear the voices getting clearer, but everything else still a jumbled up mess. A vague impression of like a long hallway, a few doors, but then it opens up to a kitchen with a connected dining room. Not at all fancy or anything, just like basic like stone column cut down to the base for a table.
She rolled a 7. She's trying to cook in the kitchen.
And as you do, there is another one that's tall, and there's a male kobold, similar coloration as Cyan and the other one. That's currently trying to discuss different ways of propelling themselves upward and forward in their career. Not getting very far with the female figure, who seems a bit more motherly towards him.
Fair enough. Sachi will try to make a note of this while she attempts to make a pie, failing miserably because this isn't reality and she's forgotten it's not reality.
Yeah, that's basically what they get.
Liz?
Around this time, I need both of you to make wisdom saves.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, no, I don't think we're staying around very, very well. This is gonna be a back and forth thing, ain't it?
Okay, so let me check on this. If one person rolls an 8, that was one person below 10, one person below. Okay. As you are seeing this, Sidon, you are pulled from looking into Sachi's mind into your own mind. And you are seeing the scene that Sachi is seeing inside your head.
That's, Sachi?
Sachi turns around. Yes?
This is quite embarrassing. But also frightening, but there's a lot of emotions going on right now. Are you trying to cook?
Is he like the sort of like when little kids are caught doing something that they're probably not supposed to, like that shifty eye thing? Maybe suddenly realizing that she's inside someone's brain.
It's fine. Who have you seen so far in my head?
Nice Crimson Eye Lady, and you being happy, so I made note of Crimson Eye Lady, and the arguing people next to me.
Those two are. Get those two. The male that you see before you is my brother Peter, the eldest and the golden child.
Explains why he's so obsessed with climbing the ranks.
Yeah. And the mother, well, that's Tara. She is the mother of our family. And she's the reason why he's the golden child. Pretty much neglected everyone else. Even our father to a degree. But the rest of us tried to live out on our own. Well, tried to make it on our own. Until we even after we had the choice of moving out. Everyone did. And the Crimson Eye Lady, that was the eldest of my sisters. That was Rhodaite. She was really getting into the musical fashion industry when she was younger. And well, I kind of did help her with that.
She seemed to make you happy, so I like that one.
I guess I just like helping people to a degree that if I'm able to help, that's what makes me happy.
Sachi walks over to you and pats you on the head, not knowing if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but she remembers liking it when she was a kid. So pats you on the head and says, "Don't worry, you're always helpful. You've been one of the most consistently helpful people in the group as of late."
The memory flashes back to every single shot that they've missed, that they've tried to take against the monster that was threatening the others. And then swiftly returns back.
Can Sachi manipulate the vision a little bit?
Yes.
What would I need to roll for this?
Since you're inside the head, wisdom.
Would it be contested against my insight?
Yes.
Oh, just barely no.
Ah, too bad. Because what Sachi was going to do is try and show you her impression of you using your own memories.
I will show you the world.
I will show you my vision. It is creepy and weird.
As you do, they give a sigh and a wry smile, and then say, "I appreciate the thought, but let's be honest, I'm not a
Did
fighter.
any
What
of
I do is-
Sachi's thoughts leak through, or was it completely stopped by the insight?
Some of it does link through.
Yes! Basically, she shows you all of the inventions, like the glasses, the things that you've built for Darien, or with Darien, I should say, all of the inventions that you've been creating, and all of the work that you've been putting in. She shows you how happy you are when you're showing off the new materials that you get. And that's about where it cuts off, because I can't show you everything.
Fair enough. They'll look at it all and just smile, and then give you a hug. Thank you. I mean, I'm glad I could help in that way. Just wish I was a bit more, it would actually hit something.
Don't worry, I'm not that great with combat either. All I really have in my spell repertoire is ways of helping people get out of danger. Most of the fighting's done by my summons.
Don't sell yourself short either. You've helped us in quite in many ways. And I understand that, well, trying to appease everyone and make sure everyone's happy. As if you'd seen any more of my memories, with my brother. That's not always easy. It's not always possible. The best you can do is help those you can.
I
If you
am
mess up,
slowly learning that thanks to this group.
and if you mess up, then just pick yourself up. Because chances are you can have a chance to make it right again.
I'll try to take that to heart.
Let's
If you
see.
need someone to talk to, just let me know.
I'm gonna roll.
Can
these.
do. She's still petting your head, by the way.
Their face is sort of. There is a blush forming across their face.
Ooh, okay. As the blush forms across your face, Sidon, your form blinks in front of Sachi. And Sachi, you see one of the many other Sidons that you saw while you're heading into Sidon's brain.
Oh no. So, what's this one's personality that I have to act be like?
Basically, you see a Sidon who's... You see a Sidon that was more following their sisters that you saw in the dreams' teachings.
So, Idol Sidon.
Yes.
Magical girl.
Magical girl Sidon.
Oh, hello. Hey, Sachi, how are you doing? Hello? Wow.
Alan?
Sorry, I forgot the end button is necessary. I do this at least once a session. I swear.
I know.
As Sachi's still patting Sidon's head. Hi, new Sidon. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Sidon? That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
What should I be calling you?
Athena.
Athena?
Take
Hi,
away
Athena.
Okay then.
Hi, Athena.
They're not trying to fight it.
She got it the third time. Kind
Yeah,
of.
she did.
How have you been inside Sidon's head? It seems that it's a little chaotic in here. Kind of like mine.
I was talking to you a little while ago. What's going on?
As best as I can tell, there's multi-U's in here with me. And they change randomly.
Wait, so when I was talking with you here, another one of me was replaced me, and I replaced that sign. Why do I
As
smell
best as
copper?
I can tell, yes.
Why do I smell copper?
Mechanics is fun.
Time shenanigans is fun.
Does why do I smell copper? Just does certain things for a little bit.
The god of
Maybe it's the kitchen putting to some copper pots and pans.
the god of time gets pissed even more, and he does not know why.
It's like I am trying to ruin this person's life right now. What is happening here? Yeah, that might be it.
And it stops and thinks for a little bit. Are you trying to ruin Sidon's life or Thena's life?
I was making a joke from the perspective of the time god, honestly. Out of character. I'm just trying to live my best
I can
life
see
right
that.
now. It's just like, what is happening right now? I feel angry. I don't know what's going on.
Sort of kneels down, looks in the eyes, still petting the head because Sachi hasn't realized that she's doing that yet. Don't worry. All of you deserve to be happy. And we'll be doing all we can to make that happen.
They smile and give you a hug.
Sachi hugs you back.
At that point, I think they would try and end it because I don't look if it.
This
if
is awkward
time-
as hell. Haha.
No, if time stuff is happening, I don't think we should keep doing this. If time is getting involved, as they try and
just as the connection ends, you hear that I've got. God damn it!
Oh no!
And this is how the time god in this universe becomes corn.
Yes.
Finally got. God fucking damn it! Yeah, as it ends, I'm assuming the glowing stops.
Yes. And as the glowing stops, and the two of them the rest of you see a brief moment of a hand nearly appearing above them before it gets yanked back.
Who was yelling, God damn it?
You think
I think I know who.
you pissed off the time god more.
Damn it. Also, what happened? I got swapped with someone. I moved around quite a bit. Why were you even more depressed than usual?
Just like
Like
me.
you were in grayscale. Quite literally in grayscale. What happened?
She sort of cocks her head to the side and she's analyzing this. Also, you can probably tell by the fact that I'm speaking more like normal Sachi that something has changed through the interaction in your head. She's no longer toned down and speaking more like this. She's back to her kind of energetic voice, but not like fully there yet.
And also, from what I saw from what you did, that was worse than what you showed us. And I can understand why you didn't show everything. You couldn't. There was. Ugh.
I don't really know or remember properly. I just know that I did something bad and I need to be punished for it.
No, you didn't do anything bad, not intentionally. It was an accident, and accidents happen. Hell, I'm the very definition of accidents happen.
You're a very good person. Pats your head again.
And we're doing this again. But thank you. Okay, so I've got stuff that I need to work on, and potentially a temple that I need to go to try and parlay after what I just heard. And honestly, I think I may need to go through a temple of Kryonar. Darian.
Yeah.
Would you like to join me? Didn't you say you had to go to a Kryonar temple or something? Am I misremembering things?
I do, but if I'm being honest, do you really think there's going to be one in this city?
I mean,
Of knowledge and creation? And a place where crime can be very creative? Yes.
There's not one in the city, but there's one near outside the city.
I can
How
definitely
far
see
out?
one to Curiel being in here, though.
Yeah, there is one
How-
to carry out here.
How far out is it?
About a mile.
We can go if you want, Sidon.
Look, I need to talk with Kryonar, and okay, this is gonna be the first time I intentionally try and find her. I need to see if there is some way I can parlay with the Time God. Because after what the event that transpired just before I left Sachi's mind, I feel like I need to do that in order to, not get everyone here killed by time.
Yeah. 1 mile can make that a decent time if if you don't mind a little bit of discomfort.
Sure. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here to talk, because you've been behaving a lot more distant than usual.
All right. So, can the rest of you guys like last a little bit without us two? Like, none of you gonna jump out a window or anything?
No,
Sachi just sort of nods.
I just need to speak to Sachi about something in the back room.
All right. All right. Do you want to head off? Do we want to head off now, Sidon, or?
Yeah. Besides, I need to also let her know that I fixed this, though she probably does know it. Maybe.
All right.
I don't know how gods work.
All right. I'll leave. I'll leave with Sidon out to the city. Like, leave the city. Once we're out the city, outside the city limits, I'll turn and go. Right, piggyback time.
Sure. I mean, I'm fine walking. I don't want to hurt you.
Sidon, just piggyback time.
Okay, then. As they climb on.
At that point, Dorian is going to cast Longstrider on himself, which lasts an hour.
And
and main action sprint, bonus action, main and bonus action dash.
You take off like a bullet.
Demir wants to pull Sachi into a side room quickly.
let's move
Sachi
on
will
to
follow.
someone that isn't me.
Okay. The two of you head into one of the side rooms in your penthouse.
Actually, Demir stops midway. I was like, "Wait, they're gone. Why did I?" So they said there was someone else. They turned someone else in their head, right? Everyone
Yes.
else in the penthouse can hear Demir saying this because Demir. Was it a girl of them?
Was Thena a girl?
Yes.
Yes. No hesitation, just yes.
All of you just heard this. So all of you except for Darian and Sidon heard this.
To be fair, I never said you couldn't say any of that.
Sachi's very much not good at impulse control, unless it's something that was ordered by Jinrol.
Oh, really?
I noticed.
Okay, yeah. So we all know that they're like me, right? We all got that.
So I just sort of like tilts her head to the side. But you're Demeter and Sidon is Sidon.
I mean that I was boy, but now I'm girl. That they're like me, but smaller.
Ah.
Well, everyone has their journey, and everyone everyone arrives at pivotal points in their own time.
I know. It's why I've been keeping quiet about it.
Well,
So she just sort of nods her head, like trying to wrap her head around any of this. She's kind of back to her old self now, but she's still got like that nagging, clawing, I should be in bad corner right now feeling.
yeah, Vixen's going to like find a not like isolated, but an out of the way place to like practice with her kokyu until there's time in the tavern downstairs for her to be able to perform on stage.
Yeah.
As Vixen does that, Sachi will turn to Demeter. Do you want to go see the temple with me? I think I need to talk to someone.
What temple?
Kiriel.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Why do I imagine it as being like speak easy style?
Um,
Well, all
Did you
Temple Material are also theaters.
I mean, I imagine so. Like, I imagine like bar. Then there's like a huge stage with a bunch of dancers on there.
at the mention of going to a temple of Kiriel, Vixen's ears will she'll stop playing. Her ears perk up. Um, are you all going to a temple of Kiriel?
Yes. I gotta talk to Kiriel again. I have to ask a couple questions about what just happened.
I don't get gods, so I'm just going because shrugs.
She's like
Oh,
a happy big sister.
I need to speak to the God of Magic temple place, but that's far away.
Would you all mind mind if I tagged along?
Yeah,
Sure, you're more than happy.
So she packs up her Kokyu and just goes to tag along with Sachi and Demeter.
Okay. Let's quickly go over to see what. Let's see. There's two people that we haven't really done anything with these so far. That's Colton and Gamito. What are your reactions to everything that just happened?
Gamita just shrugs. I think she knows that in her tribe there have been lizard folk who behaved strangely, erratically, and as long as they were good fighters, they had respect. So she's just like, everyone involved is a pretty tough fighter. Has earned her respect on some level. So she's like, I don't really understand what's going on with them, but as long as they fight good, I don't really feel a strong need to know.
Mm-hmm. And Colton.
Who is muted?
Necro, you're both muted. We'll get back to Colton later. So I'm going to flip a coin to see who we follow first. Which of the two temple visits we're going to first? I'm going to roll a die. I'm going to roll my favorite die, my pink die. Odds, it's the Temple of Kiriel first. Tails, it's the Temple of Krarinor first.
Your lesser purple die.
And my purple die is not exactly as balanced.
I said lesser purple, aka pink.
Because it's one of the ones where it's the dice where the numbers are in random positions rather than in normal positions.
Those are fun dice.
Pink is pink is just the lesser purple.
Okay, you can buy the dice that have the numbers in random positions, right?
Yeah, but as someone who's like, I'm still confused why you'd want to do that.
It's for total randomness. But I'm using a more balanced die where the numbers are like the 1 and 20 are opposite of each other. So, which one was odds again?
Odd was Kiriel, and heads was the God of Knowledge.
So we're going Kiriel first appears.
Wait, what?
I think. Yes, we're doing Kiriel first. So, to the Temple of Kiriel. Heading through the city, you pass through the let me bring up the map of the city. for myself. You're already on it. I've got a different map. From the inn here, you travel through the market district to get to here, the theater. The Osverdad Theater of Kiriel.
Does anyone ask Sachi any questions while we travel?
No, not really. To me, it's just enjoying looking around the city.
Oh, hey, I
As
think I recognize those guys.
Yeah.
Dimitri's doing that, Sachi will point out like various stalls and things that smell good, things like that. And if Sachi sees a fizzy drink area, she'll also point that out to Demeter, knowing that Demeter likes fizzy drink.
Ooh, fizzy drink. Demi gets some
There is
soda.
indeed a fizzy drink stand. They're making something that they're calling cream sodas,
Is there a strawberry
which are
cream
sodas that have cream in them.
Is there a strawberry cream soda?
Yes, there is.
Was it made by a doctor, perchance?
Well, yes, the doctor who made its name is, let me see, what was the name of the doctor who made this soda?
Dr. Salts?
No. Give me a second, I'm looking at my data for this.
Dr. Scholes, the footman.
Mr. Habanero?
One second, I just bring up my notes.
Mr. Bell?
Dr. Bob.
Oregano.
I'm trying to make a joke, and it seems to be going over everyone's head.
No, I get the
No, I get-
joke!
Yeah, we all get the joke. I was trying to joke around the joke.
Alright,
Hence-
fair enough.
Hence Dr. Oregano.
Their name is...
Dr.
Garlic.
Tree.
Dr. Garlic Parmesan. Damn it, I want some wings now.
Scrolling down through the names of all the people in Asfordad. Why are there so many NPCs in Asfordad?
Because you know that we're
basically
probably going to bumble into half of them sometime or another.
He also essentially made fantasy New York,
True.
complete with the mobs, the mafia.
Yeah, I mean, it's run by the Mafia.
I'm not saying this entire city could be used for a blood in the for a.
I need an entirely
but
yeah, I need an entirely separate set of friggin' paperwork for this place because, as stated, City of Criminals, I basically just need the stuff that the Dawn approves of so I can do proper business here.
Dr. Poivre. That's the name of the NPC. Found them. They're an alchemist who makes fizzy drinks.
An alchemist after my own heart.
What's the art, Mr. Flanell from the Fantasy Life series? If anyone actually gets that reference, I salute you.
I played Fantasy
I
Life.
get it.
I played the new Fantasy Life.
I've been playing the one on the DS.
Yeah,
There's a new one that just came out on the Switch.
I've been playing it on PS5, but I'm done because the post game you need other people when it's like I'm just like fuck this shit.
But they're working on making a type of fizzy drink that has 23 different flavors in it.
What? Are we on a break or something?
No,
Oh.
No,
Liz was looking up NPC names again.
while heading to the temple we're going to, we stopped to get some fizzy drinks.
Yes. Which is run by it is at a cart that's run by a doctor, and their goal is to make a drink that has 23 different flavors in it. Don't question it.
It's just normal alchemist inventor things.
I have no obsessions with any real life sodas.
Anyhow.
But anyways, after that, you make your way to the temple/theater of Kiriel.
The first thing that Sachi will do after we get there is turn to Vixen and ask, "Is there anything you'd like me to ask Kiriel while I'm speaking to her?"
No, I think I can. I'll ask. I'll handle my business on my own. But thank you for asking.
Certainly. And then Sachi will go over towards the prayer area and start calling Big Sis Curiel.
As you enter the theater, there's a practice going on for a best to describe it would be an orchestral performance.
Vixen will look on intently, like kind of getting as close as she can, like without distracting anyone. She'll like kind of get close and just kind of like look on and listen in.
And okay, Sachi, I need you to roll me a D100 right now.
Where they
As
get
much as I like-
nothing. Horzangos, Kiriel, or what is it, a trickster god?
20.
20 or lower is the correct number.
Wait, what?
As you
I just rolled a D200.
as you start praying to Kiriel, all of a sudden, you, Demeter, and even Vixen, you hear a voice go, "Oh, hey, Sachi, what's up?"
And as that happens, Sachi immediately responds with, "I think someone just tried to steal my soul."
What? I didn't quite hear you. I was laughing.
I think someone tried to steal my soul is what I heard.
Yup. After Kiriel chimes in, it's like, "Hey, how's it going?" The first thing Sachi drops is, "I think someone just tried to steal my soul."
Well, I mean, probably. That's happened before, hasn't it?
A few times.
Before?
The me is looking confused.
Oh, hi there. You're the cat girl, right?
The me.
As she points to her own ears. We have something in common.
Pokes her ears. Hey, we do.
So
Yeah,
just to
I-
clarify, all three of us can hear Kiriel right now.
Yep, see her. Where you see a rather jovial-looking, Feldeck-looking person, well, god, I should say, who is wearing very bright colored clothing and has, well, a strange-looking instrument in her hands.
Did you just bring Valora into this as a god?
No! This is Kiriel. This is how she's always been.
Oh yeah, Kiriel's a very interesting character.
So who'd you bring into which? So you're saying that you basically took Curiel, switched a few things up, and made Valora?
Kinda. I mean, Curiel is the progenitor of the entire Alshev family.
Oh my god.
So you said that she's holding an unusual instrument. Like, what does it look
Yeah.
like?
An electric guitar.
Well, no, not an electric guitar, but it does look very. It is a stringed instrument.
An
It's
Okata?
1 second. I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Was it an Okata or something? Well, welcome back, apparently we missed, cats.
What?
Yeah,
We summoned a cat god.
yeah, apparently I almost said Kiryu-chan.
She would probably like that.
Okay.
The instrument that she's holding looks like this.
Oh dear god, no! Who gave them the minigun guitar?
Like, it's called a spinning guitar.
The only way you could truly play
Huh.
Miserlil.
Oh. Play Wonderwall.
No!
That's hilarious.
I'm practicing this new instrument I found.
Looks interesting. I think Sidon could build one. Looking at Vixen, do you want one?
Do you say that out loud in front of her?
Yes, I'm asking Vixen, do you want one? I think Sidon could build one.
You say Sidon's name specifically out loud.
Yes.
You're about that. You're traveling with Sidon, aren't you?
Oh no.
Yep. Sidon's my new friend.
Do not
Why
name
did someone
me.
watching the God of Time be pissed at that? As well as a few
Oh,
others.
come on, you're interested in me because of that!
So that's who is trying to steal our soul.
They're interested in me because they like watching. They're pissed. They like me because of the Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
Basically, your entertainment. It's like watching an anime where you know that the main character is going to go through some shit.
Hey, God, Kerio, right? Sorry, I don't know gods.
Yeah, this would be Curiel.
No, that's what the me literally said.
Oh,
Yeah, I am indeed
just
Curiel.
yeah. This is Big Sis Curiel.
Do you know Magic God? What's her name again? Pulls out her journal and starts going through her journal.
Yes, I know them. Nuji is such a bore sometimes, though.
Because I was told to go to one of their temples to ask about rainbow fish that bit me.
Curiel's mouth just drops a bit. I'm sorry, what?
I travel with fun people, don't I?
I was fishing.
What's the interesting one?
I was fishing one day when I fished a rainbow fish. It bit me. Then I got mad when some slimes attacked my village. I grew. Oh, I'll just show you. I did this. Demia's eyes glow as she rages.
Ah,
And let's see what outfit they get.
Yeah, don't you also explode like me?
Yes.
Who here doesn't explode?
Only not as destructive.
Darian?
Well, it depends.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, cold doesn't explode most of the time.
Why are you being dumb?
They're rolling. It's rolling a 1d8.
I think it's maybe because of the side brackets. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, there. It's still a 1.
Was it one again?
Ugh. Let's.
That's good. It's a good question. All the failures keeping it a 1, and then you roll properly. It's still a 1.
Each creature within 20 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw or do necrotic damage.
Ah, the black dress!
Yeah, the black dress.
Wait, are we in a public space?
Well, they're
I'm
in the
not sure.
prayer.
Did
Not a
Kirill grab us into her realm, or did she just like pop into our heads?
She popped into the area in front of you.
So she's
I thought-
literally in the freaking temple right now.
Yeah, are there civilians within 30 feet?
As you start to rage, all of a sudden, as you rage and the energy wave goes out, a barrier goes up around you alone as it contains the energy. No, none of that.
Oh, thank God, we didn't accidentally slaughter a whole population.
Oh, it would have been the black dress. That would have been bad.
There was no paperwork for that.
Not been worse. The black dress were flumps.
That means you get to invent the paperwork.
So,
Will
Vixen,
Dawn accept that if I made new paperwork for murdering people in public?
I'm pretty sure that's
so what can I help the three of you with?
Vixen is kind of horrified at this display. Like she's just witnessed like Demeter, like usually like cheery, bubbly kind of person, almost cause not like not the same level of destruction that Dorian did, but being careless in like a house
Enough
of
as it-
worship that
More than one is a problem.
Right.
And also, it also doesn't help that it was right in front of the god that they worship.
right. So she's just kind of like shocked, like really shocked.
Yeah.
It's sort of that like, oh my god, I almost witnessed a car crash. What's going on? Kind of shock on her face.
I was thinking more like the embarrassment that you bring your boyfriend to your parents to show him to the parents, and then he says some horrific shit as a joke
Yeah, but yeah,
without context that specific didn't happen to them.
that's what happened to me. Rainbow fish bit me. I do this now. Do you know anything?
She snaps her fingers, and the necrotic energy inside the sphere dissipates, and she releases the sphere. I may or may not know something, but
Do
you
want
are
to
far
say
too
it?
reckless.
Sorry, I didn't think.
Vixen begins nodding vigorously.
Yeah, Demeter apologizes because you can tell Demeter's realized. Like, Demeter's, you know, not wise, but they're not dumb. So they realize their mistake. It's just they realized it after. Oh wait, I made the mistake. Whoops.
Power of hindsight is really something.
Yeah, the power of hindsight.
Look. First off, Sachi,
Looks directly at
Good
Kirill.
second, you, Demeter. As she
Okay, I didn't hear anything you just said. You like cut out there.
Sachi first, as she magically makes a large pointer finger appear in her hand, and then points
Sachi's
to.
used to the pointer finger.
If any of you ever played the game Star Ocean, Welsh, that pointer finger.
I'm imagining that one pointer finger on a stick that teachers use.
Yep, and she's now pointing at Sachi. First, Sachi, you're doing okay for the most part. Just don't internalize everything as much.
Don't think,
Like,
don't think too
you
much.
see above Sachi's head, like physical manifestation of dot, head cock. Like head goes to side.
She thinks.
Second, you, Demeter,
Where
you are far too reckless. But you do have fun with life, so I do like that.
Just critiquing everyone there.
Ooh, what about
Yeah,
our
Curiel
friend?
does this.
What about our friend Paul's fixing life after Mia? So they're literally nose to nose with their god.
Vixen kind of waves sheepishly with an awkward grin.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help you. I tried, but it's really hard for the gods to get through the barrier of Kyoto.
And she kind of lowers her head, and I know it's I'm not I don't blame you. No one. I'm just I'm grateful that I'm here, and the people at the monastery were they did their best for me, and well, I'm here. And she kind of clutches her Kokyu a little tighter.
And I'm glad that you keep up your music.
Of course. I did have one question for you though. What I talked to her name is escaping me, but uh, that's not important. I spoke to one of the other headmistresses at another temple of yours, and she told me that give you more information about a deceased deity that had visited me in my dreams. Is is there anything that you can tell me about this deity called Vol?
Okay, yes, I can. Okay. Vol was my first disciple. I wasn't always, as you know, I wasn't always a god. I am a replacement.
She tilts her head at the Curiel not always God comment.
The original god of creativity and mirth died.
That's someone else.
Vixen's eyes widen at that. She's genuinely shocked by that.
And I became his replacement thousands of years ago. Vol was one of my followers back when I was mortal. And when I became a god, I gave him the power of a god as well.
You can just do this.
And he died protecting our original homeland, Kyoto. The barrier that prevents gods from entering Kyoto is Vol.
So that okay, this is a lot. Um, so is Vol someone that I can trust?
Usually.
Well,
I mean, he is a trickster and a deceiver, but he's also a good person.
okay. I think that answers my question. Okay. I guess
He
there's
just does things when he thinks it's more for the fun of things.
okay. There was one
Yes, I
other
can
thing
see his
that
mark on you.
Hmm?
I can see his mark on you.
and Vixen just kind of like puts her hand on her forehead, like knowing that Sachi and Demeter probably can't see it, but remembering that, oh yeah, that's there. That so then Vixen will ask Kiriel, there was one other thing, actually. When um when Lady Aya went into my dream to see what I had seen when I was visited by Vol, we we saw something else that I, I didn't see in the dream, but it's something that was like a like a layer hidden beneath the dream, and there was some figure with enormous wings in the distance, and they said something like, "You weren't supposed to see this," and then pushed the two of us out of the dream state. I do you have any idea what that could have been?
I have an idea, but I would need to look into it more. Unfortunately, I can only really talk on rare occasions because it's not easy for gods to be here on the physical plane.
And
So
we
she's
do
still got her head cocked to the side.
and we do appreciate you being here. Just kind of like elbows Demeter.
Hi.
During the pause, Sachi finally corrects her position and is like, "Does that mean you're not my big sister but a god? And if so, does that mean I should treat you like a god? Or do I still treat you like my big sister?"
Yes, I'm a
That's
goddess.
that's literally what Sachi's been pondering on this entire time.
Yes, I'm a goddess. No, you don't have to treat me like one.
So it's okay if I keep treating you like my big sister? Like we always have?
Yes.
Then she just hugs Curiel and goes, "Thank God, that was hard to think about."
Also, you need to stop internalizing your stuff.
Cocks her head again. How do I do that? Not realizing that she internalizes everything that happens.
Demeter raised her hand.
Yes.
Can I fight you at rock paper scissors? My mum's always said if you meet a god you need to beat them at rock paper scissors.
Okay. And she grabs her giant hand. Ready?
Yes. Demeter gets ready.
And she does rock, paper, scissors using her giant hand to point her finger on a stick, which closes into a fist as she starts.
And Demeter gets ready to throw her paws.
Okay. Roll a
John
D.
Ken Po!
This is how we're going to do it. We're each going to roll a D.
Shouts.
Where 1 and 2 are rock, 3 and 4 are scissors, and 5 and 6 are paper.
Sounds good.
Huh.
Okay, so rock and scissors.
Yep. So Kiriel beats you.
And damn it.
In the meantime, Vixen's still with us.
I think like at this point, Vixen's like kind of beside herself. But
You're in the
yes,
presence of a god, and this is what you're doing.
Again,
but
pretty much it's basically the it's an it's like an old folk saying that Demeter's mum's taught her, but Demeter is taking it stupidly seriously because it's like, when are you ever going to actually get a chance to meet a god?
And Kiriel's basically part of the family for Sachi. She never really realized that Kiriel was a god. So when Demeter and was it Demeter or was it Vixen that mentioned that Kiriel was a god, it confused the hell out of Sachi because she's like, "Wait, my big sister's a god?"
With with Demeter, it was pretty much it's an old folk saying that's pretty much meant to mean, always take your shots when you get them. Always rock paper scissors to gods. But a god is right here, so am I not meant to take my silly folk saying seriously?
Anyways, Yep, that looks like about time. She looks at her hand, and there's like a little wavy particles around her hand.
Bye.
Right, we're in the real world and not in my head today.
Yes. So Kiriel walks over and pats Vixen on the head. You'll be all right.
yeah, I've I know I've got. I trust that have you looking after me, but I also have friends now.
I have not done a good job protecting her.
You've been doing fine. I can look out for myself, but it is nice to have friends.
And Kiriel smiles at all three of you as she vanishes. And Broomy, you can't choose to fail this.
Do any of the other people in the prayer area react to any of this shit?
Yes, everyone's just looking at all of you astounded. But I need the three of you to make it. I'm going to ask for this. You can all choose to fail this if you want to, but you can also roll a wisdom. A wisdom save if you want to.
Yeah. Oh.
As for the effects, you'll find out.
Yeah, I'll roll those dice.
Okay.
To roll a wisdom save against some effect.
No, I'll just take the effect.
Yes, don't think that Kiriel did.
Because it's Kiriel, I'm just going to let it happen because Vixen trusts Kiriel completely.
Yeah, and it's Sachi's big sister.
I'm guessing Sachi chooses to fail as well. Alan?
Yeah, Sachi's going along with this. She's just going to embrace whatever Kiriel's current prank is.
It's not a prank this time. She used a spell. Create wonder and joy.
Wait, does that mean that Sachi's not depressed anymore and just trying to hide it?
What it does basically, it means it gives you all a spark of creativity over the next 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
And if I were to interpret that, I'm guessing that they get an advantage on any the tool check they
Any tool check or performance check, yes.
So, when we go back to the tavern after this, the three of us are doing a band night on stage.
Oh man, I'm gonna perform the shit out of Bear's Tavern.
Knock on wood, please. Because even at advantage, you could still roll 1.
And with that, we're not going to move over to the other temple.
Splitting this unevenly might not have been a great idea.
It's fine.
But before we go to the other temple, we cut back to the
How about we don't?
I was just making a joke that we cut back to the penthouse for a second, and our kobold friend and our rogue is playing cards.
Oh no, I went. No, I've got.
No, I
it's
think Lily,
Wizard
the
folk.
Gamida, and Colton are playing cards.
Yeah,
Wizard folk and human.
yeah. Sorry.
So, do you have any tools?
Go fish.
Colton has flashbacks.
Oh no, what we're done?
Oh no, this is too intense. Wrong game.
This game's doing it to me, I'm sorry.
And some checkers.
Now over to Darian inside and Epti as they just arrive to the Temple of Kyrenar.
Need some water, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay.
Long stride, man. Hell of a spell. Whew.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Can I have... I need to check something, because I swear to God I have the same...
You know, something you can run everywhere, doesn't mean you
Yeah.
have to.
I mean, I could have cast it. Doesn't mean I had it with me. Well, had it ready, I should say. But anyhow...
Hell. Anyway, mate. You go do your thing. I'll go do mine.
Understood. Want me to be there for you? Or talk?
Nah. Nah. Do you need me? Do you need me, at yours?
I don't think so.
Alright.
Just know that I'm here to talk about anything. If you have any gripes with me or any issues,
No, mate. No. Anyway, I'm gonna go find the priest.
okay then. As they'll wander in and find in a place that worships the god of creativity and creation. What is constituted as a prayer space?
You mean the goddess of knowledge and creation? Yeah. Prayer space would be any place that has knowledge. So this temple is literally a large library.
I was preparing for it to be like with the distinct smell of like sawdust.
This one has the distinct smell of books and the materials used for binding books,
Book glue,
as well as the smell of what was it again? Oh yeah, wood. The smell of people having worked with wood to build all the shelves.
so wood dust.
You have sawdust, you have books, and you notice that the hallways are lined on are circular and lined on all sides by books.
The sign will try and find a small, secluded area to try and begin praying, holding the amulet that they have in their possession.
Okay.
Okay. Should I wait and we move to Darien, or?
We'll do Darian first. Darian, what are you doing here?
I think the first thing he'll do is, before trying to find the priest, he'll talk to one of the kind of probably whatever the equivalent would be to like the
therapist.
No, not. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why he's going for the priest. In his mind, anyway. You'd go to one of the assistants, of, and just ask if there's quickly somewhere that he can quickly clean up and make himself presentable.
We do indeed have a bath area.
Just a wash basin would be enough for me.
Very well, let's right that way.
Thank you. He'll go just quickly, just wash himself off, and then he'll take off all his armor, take off every weapon he has on him, and the only thing he'll have left on him is just regular travel clothing and his bot and his map case.
Mm-hmm.
As he goes to try and find a priest.
Okay, as you head through the place, you find okay, that's when you find not the high priest, but one of the lower priests of this temple.
Oh,
His
yeah, no,
name
he's not looking
is-
for the high priest. Dear God, no. Dorian's not that important.
His name is Crease, and it's spelled like this. The priest, Crease.
Where do you put it?
Does he crease J's?
Oh, in the...
Roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay, Greece. What's the title you're meant to say to a priest of the Golden Teacher?
Let's see. Titles for the... I have that in my notes somewhere. Let me find that.
I imagine
I am so glad I have a lot of my notes on my phone now.
Like,
I'm assuming it's teacher or something along those lines.
You can use either.
Professor?
One second. There are several you can use.
And they are...
I'm pulling them up on my phone. You have... For the highest ones, they usually go by professor. Then you have mentors. You have educators, teachers, tutors, and counselors.
So what's the generic one for when you don't know what their official title is?
Teacher.
Okay. He'll walk up to the priest and then go down. He'll then go down on both knees in supplication, and just looks up at the teacher and goes, "Teacher, I've come for confession and redemption."
What is your sin?
In the search of knowledge, I let it the thirst for that knowledge lead me to kill I think a a mother and a parent and their child, I think.
That is grave. Do you regret these actions?
Not a single second goes by.
Have you tried to make amends?
At that point, he shows his the shoulder that he was bit on. I accepted their retribution.
If anyone is to be harmed, it's you!
And aided them in finding a new home that I also destroyed.
Taking a life of an innocent means that you have prevented a life from learning.
Hey, Sergey baby! Looking for us? That's evil Emperor Sergey baby!
But you have learned yourself to not do these types of actions again, correct?
Indeed.
One must always think before they act, but never get too caught up in the thinking that they refuse to act.
Dorian's not saying anything.
As long as one second, let me think about what they would say. You meant no malice in your actions, I assume.
I didn't even know their home's there.
A mistake made in the pursuit of knowledge, a life lost, and redemption sought. Mistakes are how we learn. Some mistakes are great, and as long as you perform the penance required if you make such a great mistake, you can move forward. Do not let it consume you entirely, but do not forget. Use this as a moment to push you forward and do better. And
Yes.
take this.
Oh,
As they reach
up.
over and they grab a book and hand it to you.
He grabs it. He holds it.
This is a book that details the life of a man who did many great and terrible things. They also sought to knowledge and caused errors that lost lives. But they wrote down how they learned from and redeemed themselves from these situations. Adding their lessons to your own should help.
Yes, teacher.
Prize student.
He does.
And know that the Golden Teacher wishes you to learn always.
In her golden visage do we learn. I have another matter that I wish to seek
Oh,
advice on.
and what is that?
I have found I found a calling upon the conclave of the Horizon Walkers.
And
And I have discovered one that needs help.
and what do they need help with?
I can't speak much without. I don't know the reach of the thing that plagues the person. All I know is that his need is indeed dire. I am looking for a way to aid him, but one of the things that is required is a great miracle. One that I cannot perform myself.
Mm-hmm.
This individual is it safe to talk truly here?
It is.
Even from those that my order fights?
Yes. It is always safe to talk here.
He, from what I understand, died a great many years ago. But instead of being allowed to pass on as he should, he was kept on the edge and made a slave. If I am to help this man, it's possible that it would kill him. Which is
And you
the
don't want
miracle.
your friend to die. I see.
If he died of regular causes, if his life had run its course, so be it. But I do not believe he died as he should have. I believe the circumstances that led him to his current predicament were not of his own making or of mortal making. I believe the entity that plagues him orchestrated it. That is why I humbly preach the golden teacher for such a powerful miracle.
If the High Priest was here, I would take you to them, but they are on a pilgrimage.
It's it's not required now. I still have much more knowledge to discover before even attempting to start these course of events. But I know how much I am asking. So it is only right that I give prudent notice.
I will spread words to the other temples. So that way, when you come seeking that knowledge, we have it available for you.
Thank you, teacher.
Go, my student, and keep an eye on your friends.
Where is the one that where is the one that came with me?
It is a good spot that they didn't want anyone to see them there. Because they don't want anyone within a blast radius.
Mm-hmm. So you're probably up in the... what do you call those things again?
The loft.
You know all the towers that some old libraries would have where you'd go into and to read alone?
The cloister?
Cloister, that's it. I'll use cloister as the word right now, though. That's a little... You're in a cloister.
Huh. Okay. They will get on their knees. You know, digital-grade knees are not exactly easy to sit on. Much worse. Honestly, kind of worse than regular human legs.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Kranar, I know that those coming to seek your knowledge are not generally answered directly. I understand that knowledge need to be sought manually, not usually with help. Though if help is needed, help will other ways. And I intend to do so with the powers that have been granted upon me. But that is not why I'm going. I am hoping to be granted some guidance on this. And given the recent events at Hosangos having nearly potentially strangled the soul out of me, I've been thinking that
I saw your piggy.
I guess I feel bad having made someone angry. Even aside from having made a god angry and done so unintentionally again. So I've been thinking and thought the best way would be to try and parley, to speak. I'm no fighter. I don't want to fight or cause problems. But the only way I think I can is through the device that is in my possession. If I'm able to complete it and deliver it unto Horzangos as a piece of a gesture of good, would that maybe enough to talk? Or has the danger gotten worse, or is it still bad enough that I should avoid this? I don't know if you're even listening. I just need to get this off my chest.
Roll me a D100.
And assuming, considering it's Kryonar, it's going to be a lot harder to get.
Yep.
That's an 82.
Nope.
Figured. after a while, they'll look around, not solemnly, and just walk dejectedly out, looking for Darian.
But there is one thing I will say. As you are getting up to leave, you do notice a what looks to be a looking glass that wasn't there before, just sitting on the floor beside you.
I will slowly pick it up and look through it.
As you look through it, you can see the text on the books that are nearby in the glass without having opened the books.
Sorry, could you repeat that? That got caught off by a cough.
You can see the text on the inside of the books without having on the books nearby without having opened them.
Do any of the texts speak of anything specific?
As you're looking through them, you see the one book that says, "On Time and Binding."
Is that this message? Then very well. As they will grab the book and start reading.
It is a book about horse and goss.
They will do their best to research not just ways of appeasing them and getting them on their side, but anything they're able to glean. After all, knowledge is power.
It'll take you a while to read the entire book, but it is now in your
wonder
inventory.
Trump can't meet the new.
Of course, they'll ask if they can borrow and read this. They'll return by the end of the week to, return it.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And as you leave the cloister, you encounter Darian having finished his own things there.
Hey, Darian, you feeling better?
No.
Things there.
No. But I will. And I think while he was waiting for Sidon to finish whatever they're doing, he was probably just reading just the first few pages and goes, but the first step is the first step of any journey does not give relief. But it is an important one to make.
Wise words, sir.
Wish I could say they were mine.
Are any words truly original?
That would be a question for the divine.
I wish I could have asked them. As they look solemnly down at the book that they had retrieved.
Yours?
Not exactly a word, but I guess a sign. Found a looking glass and led me to this. A book on Horzangal's time binder. And with this, I'm hoping to find a way to parlay with. I don't want this to end. Shit.
Yeah. You'll do it, man. You're the smartest person I know. Well, second, but I don't know the first one on a personal level.
And who would be the first?
Points up at the ceiling.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I wouldn't even put myself third. Not even the top 10.
Unfortunately, I know Demeter. Which bumps you up?
Okay, fair enough. Don't sell yourself short. You're pretty smart in your own ways, too.
Oh my god!
We should probably go check up on...
How many windows do you think they've broken?
Hopefully enough that I can actually fix all of them.
Like, so...
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Wow. I was thinking 14.
Okay, if it's 14, I'm gonna need more people that know how to use mend.
Fortunately, I don't.
Maybe I can teach you. It's a fun little spell. Might even help you if you snap a weapon in half.
Not my kind of magic, unfortunately.
Fair enough. But if you ever want a teacher, well, I'm sure we can teach each other things.
Maybe, mate.
I've got studying to do. I've got work to... Wait, is the blood even usable now? Has it coagulated? As they go into their bag and look at and grab the vial of tiefling blood. Has it coagulated and dried?
Yes. How long have you had it again?
2 days.
Yeah, that's why.
Look, never said that they think ahead too much. Right. Maybe I could use it still. Maybe. I have to ask for blood or help here. Chances are I'm probably gonna get mugged.
Well, let's head out.
Yeah.
Before Dorian leaves, he's doing it in like quite a relevance. No, I'm not saying that word right. He's doing it
Reverence.
kind of like, thank you, way, but he's gonna activate his portal sensibility to see if like he just feels anything.
Okay, what does the portal sense allow you to sense again?
It lets me detect. Sorry, let me pull up the exact definition.
And what's the range on it again?
Oh, it's in the miles. Sorry, I get that now for you. Detect portal. Presence of a planar portal as an action. I can detect it. I can detect the distance and direction to the closest portal within 1 mile.
Okay, so 1 mile from where you are to you detect 3 of them.
Okay.
Is that normal?
2 of them are one of them is what you know to be the teleportation crystal of Asverdad, which is currently in a form of stasis, which is why you couldn't teleport here.
Mhm.
You can also sense two coming from the city of Asmodad as well. One that is already starting to close, and one that's just opening. As I'll use this to cut back to the penthouse where
Oh,
Agami and Colton are playing cards,
Oh no.
and a figure falls out of a portal above them, landing on the table. And that's where we'll end for today.
Oh great.
Saying
Hmm.
goodbye,
Uh-oh.
everyone.
Interesting.
Bye, everyone.
This should end well.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Night,
Sorry
Fare
for
thee well, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the
everyone!
week.
Also, we got Say thank you. Say thank you.
yeah, thank you for the raid, people.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
for listening
Alight,
and enjoying.
If Sandru's in chat later, thank him for me. If you're on the card
Yes.
stream with him. Bye bye.